what I wanted to do is look at 1968 and Martin Luther King's dream and our 2020 living nightmare. And to do that work, I looked up a book he had written at the end of his life, Where Do We Go From Here, Chaos or Community? And there's just one quote that I wanted to share with you to open this up. When machines and computers, profit motives, and property rights are considered more important than people, the giant triplets of racism, materialism, and militarism are incapable of being conquered. So that's the prism through which I wanted to look at this. And indeed, he was very prophetic in predicting what would happen if we continued our addiction to militarism. And I'm sad to say, much of it has come to fruition with our further notice wars and the debt that's come along with it.
So let's get into that. We have been now at least for the last 17 or 18 years at war, ostensibly a war against terrorism, but a real war in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and in some ways in Syria and Libya and so on. The cost has been trillions of dollars, and as I noted before, earlier in this program, excuse me, wars are typically paid for with debt because it is too dangerous for a government to say to the mass of people, you're going to have to pay right now for this war, so we borrow to postpone it. That way the children that are older can go fight and die, and the children that are younger can pay for it later.
Right, exactly.
Tell us a little bit about how you see, in your research, as you did for Salon, the relationship between war and militarism on the one hand and debt.
I think it's important to look at debt as social control. The sense of you're basically, as a society, and this is true if it's your household or if it's a national government, you're making commitments for the long term for a short-term gain. If you do that repeatedly as a strategy for getting by, it's bankruptcy. And so what we have here, particularly in the case of the United States, is a point where we're at, I think, in the next couple of years, we'll be paying more in debt service. That's just servicing the debt, some $700 to $800 billion a year, which will be larger than the defense appropriation itself. And this is something that digs us a hole. This is all happening at a time when we need to change our radically our priorities because of global warming. And yet what's happening is we're creating this debt. Now, it's important to understand that this is part of the machinery of wealth inequality. What people don't understand is who invests in this debt are people that need to shield and institutions that need to shield the wealth they already have. So as this country has embraced debt, not just at the federal level, Rick, oh, if it were only that, at the municipal level, at the county level, at the state level, the people that take advantage of that are people that park their wealth there where they can enjoy the profits and interest payments, often tax-free. You see the mechanism here? So the bigger the debt is, what happens? The bigger the machine is of the concentration of wealth.